Welcome to the Spanish Chat Show with Julie J.D. Pospichel. Are you ready for some adventures with Julie?
Welcome, bienvenidos to our guests from the 21 different Spanish-speaking countries. I have lived and traveled in 17 of them. I have written 6 conversational workbooks called Spanish Chat Books and 10 culinary chat books, 20 mini chat books, and Relax with Me from A to Z in both English and Spanish. Find our online courses and activities at mychatcompany.com. Let's begin to relax with me from A to Z. Relajarse es la meta de la A a la Z. Each show will be 14 minutes in English and then 14 minutes in Spanish and cover 2 letters of the alphabet A to Z. When you are feeling stretched and stressed by life lessons, I hope you are able to enjoy these techniques and follow the words of the alphabet to help you relax with me from A to Z. Hola, hello, this is Julie J.D. Pospichel, La Maestra Julia, and today I have Miriam. Hello, hola.
Hello, how are you? I am Miriam.
So nice to meet you, nice to have you here.
Yes.
And so Miriam is originally from Spain, and today we are talking about Relax with Me from A to Z. And we've already done lots of the other letters of the alphabet. You'll have to watch the other shows, the other programs. So now we are all the way on U and V. U and V. So today we're talking about you using your 5 senses, not just only your sight, but using your other senses also. And so I value, V is value, I value using my 5 senses, using all the different senses. So when do you use your 5 different senses? Like when do you think you use those, Miriam?
5 senses all together?
Yeah.
Oh, that's, let me see. Maybe when I'm working.
Yeah,
like, you know,
she's a teacher.
Yeah,
so
I am a teacher.
When you're teaching, you're using kind of like all of the different senses.
Exactly.
Also when you have food, right? Like you kind of smell it, or you're cooking.
Yeah.
So you kind of smell the food, you see the food, you maybe taste the food.
Yeah.
So there's different times when we use our 5 senses, and it really kind of grounds us back to the present moment when we're kind of thinking of all our different 5 senses. And so when we do that, there's a way to do this where we actually can kind of, if you're feeling really stressed and really anxious, maybe you have a test and you're really stressed about it, or you're almost like super anxiety about something, you can actually ground back by thinking of 5 things that you see, 4 things that you hear, 3 things to touch, 2 to smell, and 1 to taste. And it can go in any order. So, but you can look at your hand and you can kind of think of 5 things around here that you see. So I see a gold star. I see, you know, some things from Spain, a fan. I see my friend Miriam. I see my book, and I think that was 4 and 5. I see our journal that we use for Relax with Me from A to Z. And so you can think about 5 things you see, and then 4 things that you hear. Maybe you hear some birds outside. Maybe I hear the lights have a sound. My friend laughing.
Yeah.
You know, things that you hear. And maybe you kind of hear breathing too. And then 3 things that you're touching. So I'm touching the seat that I'm sitting on, or I'm touching the floor with my legs. I can touch, you know, different things here too that you touch. I touch the notebook. And then 2 things that you smell. Ooh, I made a tortilla patata for later. I kind of smell that. Yeah. And we just did the Dominican Republic. I kind of smell that mango too.
Nice.
And 1 thing that you can taste. So I kind of just had, you know, like some food, so I could kind of still taste that. So that really helps to ground you down. So you can do that anywhere. You don't need a book to do it. You don't. The really nice thing is if you're feeling really nervous before a meeting or presentation or a TV show.
Yeah, like this one.
Or if you're feeling like scared about something or nervous, or kids are feeling really nervous and having trouble breathing, you just kind of bring them back to the present with 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 with your senses. And in any order, it's totally fine. So we also talk about what things do you value. So what are some things that you value in your life?
Oh, I value my family,
Yes.
of course, and my job.
Yeah, family, jobs, or teaching the students and everything. Yeah. I value my family also, I would agree, definitely. And my house, my space that I've created, I value that. And so, so those are kind of some things too that you can think about. So we're going to do a couple activities today to remind us of that. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to do kind of a star or a breathing activity. So do you what color of paper would you like today?
Green, that's my favorite color.
Oh, green, I'm glad.
Yeah.
And then I will take, I think I'll take red. And then I'll just need one marker. You can give me a blue one or something that will show on the red. Something that will show on the red. And what you're going to do is you're going to trace your hand. So you put your hand down and you're going to trace it. And you don't have to go exactly. We just want the five fingers here. So I made it a lot bigger than my hand.
My hands are not very big. Whoa, that's cute.
Mine looks like a baseball mitt or something. So we're just going to do this to kind of remind ourselves about the five senses. So on the top, we're going to write 5 senses.
Okay.
And we're going to think about you can start, either way is fine. Okay. I think there's more room to write over here.
Yeah.
So
well, in mine.
Yeah, that's okay. You can write around it too. Okay. It's okay. It doesn't have to be exact. It can kind of go in here. So think of 5 things that you see. Okay. So we're going to write down 5 things that I see. So I see this.
In this one, no?
So I'll put 1 star. So 5 things that you see. Book. I see the TV camera.
Lamp.
I see the lights.
I see.
And I see my friend Miriam.
Markers.
Yeah.
And I see.
So 5 things that you see. Yes.
I don't know if I spell it wrong or.
Yep. No, you got it. You got it. And 4 things over here on this hand. 4 things that you hear. So 4 things that you hear.
I hear Julie.
Yes. I hear Miriam.
Yeah.
We hear, it's kind of hard to hear.
Yeah, it is not.
It's pretty quiet in here because we're filming.
Lights?
Yeah, I hear kind of the noise of the lights, the camera.
I hear the chair when I move.
The chair, the friends.
And
I can hear my writing as I'm kind of writing.
Yeah, my nails when I.
Yeah, your nails when you do that.
Okay.
Very good. And then 3 is 3 things that you're touching, that you can touch.
Okay, I'm touching
the desk here.
Construction paper.
I can touch the paper, my pen, my marker. Very good. And then 2 things right here.
Oh, sorry, that was one.
Oh, that's okay. 2 things that you can smell. So 2 things to smell.
My perfume.
Yes. Ooh, nice. I can still smell that tortilla that I made just not too long ago.
And
tortilla patata.
Tortilla.
And then one thing that you still kind of can taste, maybe. I still can sort of taste toothpaste. Good thing I brushed my teeth.
I ate an almond before I came.
Oh,
a couple of almonds.
Yeah, so that too. Okay, so now what we're going to do is we're going to do a breathing exercise where we inhale as we go up and we kind of trace our hand. So you can either do it with a star, like a 5-star breath, or you can trace your hand just with your finger and kind of go across. And so you inhale up and exhale down as you go around. Inhale up, exhale down, inhale up, exhale down, inhale up, exhale down, inhale up, exhale down. And that's supposed to be a really good way to relax and calm you.
It is.
Kind of thinking about those 5 senses. You can also do it with a star too. So let's try it once.
Okay.
We kind of go up and down.
So where I go?
Yeah. We're going opposite. Up and down.
It's gonna be like this.
Up.
I'm lost.
So it doesn't really matter, just as long as you're kind of breathing.
Just going up and down.
Yeah, kind of going in and out, inhale, out, exhale. And that just really helps to kind of put you back in the present moment, relax you, and kind of calm all of those things that maybe make you feel stress.
Definitely.
Yeah, so those are just some ideas for, kind of some stress management, basically, a little bit. So the next thing we're going to do is talk about I put some things in the bag here.
Okay. Surprise.
Surprise things. So this is a way to use your senses, but not the senses that you usually use. So usually we find out a lot through our eyes, right? Like we kind of use our senses and see things. But when we do this, we're actually going to use different senses. So hopefully, do you have any allergies, food allergies?
No.
Okay, good.
No, I'm fine.
Take one thing out, try not to look at it,
Okay.
and just eat it. I think you'll like this. So
What
she's
about-
very trusting here. Just pick one out, and
Okay.
just eat it without looking, though,
Okay.
and see if you can tell what it is. Do you know what it is?
It's a chip.
Yeah, it's a potato chip. You
Potato
can look now. You can look. So you had to use senses, but it feels really kind of strange, doesn't it? Almost
Yeah,
scary. Like,
yeah.
I'm going to eat without looking at what
But
this
the
is.
thing is, you touch it first, so it kind of helps you to see what is going on.
So you use the sense of touching too,
Yeah,
really
exactly.
almost
Yeah.
before the tasting, because you were like, okay, I'm touching. I think I know what this is.
Yeah.
It's not something gross that
It's
Julie's
good,
trying to
actually.
give me.
Yeah.
Okay, so for this one, I'm just gonna have you smell it and see if you can tell what it is, just only by smell.
I need to also.
Maybe kind of close your eyes so you don't see
Okay.
it though. So this has a definite smell. I think you will know. Can you smell it?
It's like a. I don't know. Can I smell it again?
Yeah, hold on. I'm gonna put some on a cotton ball, because then you can smell it better. It's kind of hard to. Okay, now try the cotton.
It's like smells like alcohol.
It kind of does. It's supposed to be peppermint. It's peppermint flavor. But it kind of does almost smell like
Yeah,
alcohol. Maybe I
yeah,
need to shake
yeah,
it up or something. But really, it was supposed to be peppermint. So
Oh, okay,
I thought you
okay.
could recognize that smell
Okay.
of peppermint. This is kind of fun to do
Yeah.
because you're like, wait, I want to see it. I want to open my eyes, right?
Yeah,
Like you
yeah,
want to use
yeah,
that or you want to use the touch. Okay, so this one, in the thing that you're going to touch, I'm going to have you touch it and see if you can tell what it is without looking. So
Okay.
you can just touch in the bag and you can feel all around in there and see if you can figure out what it is, like without looking at it. Any ideas?
Like a teddy bear.
Yeah, you
it
can
is?
pull it out if you want
Okay.
to.
Okay.
So it's a teddy bear.
Cute.
Yeah, so
Cute.
you had to use a different sense,
Yeah,
right? Like
yeah.
without using your eyes. So these are just kind of some fun
Nice,
things.
nice.
I have two more. This one is something for you to hear.
Those are like Legos, like the pieces of
Ooh,
Legos.
it does
Kind-
sound like Legos, actually. I
Yeah?
hadn't thought of that. But it actually is an instrument
Oh, okay.
from South America.
Oh, nice.
So
How
that
is the
one was
name?
kind of tricky.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, it's kind of like a little shaker or maraca kind
Okay.
of thing. A variation of for an instrument.
Okay.
And then this one is something that you get to see. So take a look in there. Well, I'll describe it with what I see. So it's something from Spain. I've seen them
Okay.
sometimes on street signs. They'll break if they fall down.
Okay.
There's one that says Pospisil over here, which is our last name.
Okay.
And so sometimes they're on the street or on houses to decorate.
Oh, yeah. Azulejo.
Yeah, it's a
Azulejo,
tile.
a
An azulejo
tile. Very
tile,
beautiful
yeah.
one. Where did you get that
From Spain,
Oh, okay.
actually. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
So that time we got to use, was that more comfortable to use your sight? Like
Yeah,
using,
definitely.
Yeah, it wasn't quite as
Yeah,
scary
yeah.
then. So that's just an example of some different things that you can do
Yeah.
with your senses and
Okay.
with what things you value.
Uh-huh.
So we both said that for our final thing, we both said we value family,
Yeah.
right? We value our family. So one thing we do with our family, we have this box here, and at dinner time, we can pull out one of these
Okay.
and talk about it. Because sometimes you don't always talk about things that you value.
Okay.
So this one was summer. So we can talk about summer.
Okay.
This one was, a quest or something that like you dream about, something that you want in your life. This one is another thing that you want to remember. Something you want to remember. This one is something, we call this one valley lows, like something that's making you feel really sad right now or bad. Because sometimes this kind of helps kids to talk about things
Yeah,
and talk about the
definitely.
things that they value. I know my kids a lot. My daughter was pretty young when she made this, and they like to talk about their own. They would pick out their own one,
Okay.
and then we would pass it around and say something that we appreciate or value about each,
okay.
about that person. So like something that we value about each of them. So there's some different ones in here. You can make up your own, but it's kind of nice. Some of them are like something you care about, basically.
Pick this one.
Yeah. What would you like to say?
The summer. Oh, the summer?
Yeah.
Yes, because it's when I go back to
Spain.
Spain.
Oh.
And I have the time to be with my friends and my family, so it's very valuable.
And that's what you value.
Yeah, definitely.
So those are just some examples of things that you can do in Spanish. Okay. So now we're going to do the same thing, but in
Español.
Spanish. I mean, those were our English examples. Now we're going to do our Spanish examples.
Okay.
So, relajarse es la meta de la A a la Z.
Okay.
Hola, yo soy la maestra Julia y aquí tengo mi amiga Miriam de España. Hola, Miriam.
Hola, ¿qué tal?
Muy bien, Miriam. Gracias por estar aquí conmigo.
Gracias a ti.
Gracias, muchas gracias. Vale, entonces lo que vamos a hacer es las letras U y V, or V en español. V. Sí. So you say W for W, ¿sí?
No, digo W.
Oh, W.
Sí,
W.
sí.
Pero hoy es U y V. So, valoro usar mis 5 sentidos, Entonces, ¿puede leer esto? ¿Cuáles son?
¿Cuáles son 5 cosas que ves?
Ajá.
4 que oyes.
Muy bien.
3 que tocas.
5 cosas que ves, muy bien.
2 que hueles y 1 que pruebas.
Excelente. Y 1 que pruebas, muy bien. ¿Y cuándo usas tus 5 sentidos, Miriam?
Bueno, pues eso, en el trabajo, cuando trabajo.
Ya, como maestra.
Como maestra.
Sí, es cierto. Y para mí es cuando estoy comiendo o cocinando, porque puede usar saborear, probar cosas, puede, yo huelo algunas cosas también. ¿Y cuáles cosas valoras en su vida?
Bueno, las 2 cosas que valoro, la familia y eso, mi trabajo como profesora.
Muy bien. Yo también mi familia y mi casa, mi espacio, mi ambiente.
Okay.
Me encanta. So, ahora lo que vamos a hacer es dibujar en este papel nuestra mano. Entonces, no tiene que ser exacto, pero lo que vamos a hacer es así. Un poquito más grande que mi mano para poner las palabras.
Sí. Uy, qué puntiagudo.
Y voy a pensar en... Excelente. Voy a pensar en 5 cosas que veo. So aquí voy a poner veo, lo que veo.
Vale.
La vista, con la vista. La vista. Y entonces veo mi libro. Veo mi amiga Miriam. Veo la cámara.
Julie.
Muy bien. Las luces.
Un abanico.
Ajá.
Abanico.
Muy bien.
Y
veo mi cuaderno de relajarse es la meta de la A a la Z.
una lámpara.
Y una lámpara. Y ahora 4 cosas en este dedo aquí. 4 cosas que oyes. 4 cosas que oyes.
Escucho el sonido de la silla.
Sonidos.
Se escuchan pocos.
Las
El
luces,
sonido de las luces.
el papel, el marcador y papel,
El marcador.
respiración.
La respiración.
La respiración. Y reír, porque estamos riendo un poquito.
Bueno, yo 4.
Ahora 3 cosas que tocas. So, estoy tocando mi silla.
Toco la mesa.
La silla.
La silla.
Toco el papel con mi marcador.
Estoy tocando el marcador, claro.
Y toco el suelo con mis pies. Muy bien, más o menos.
Toco el suelo, sí, también.
So, tocas, ¿sí? El tacto así.
Uy, sí, ya he escrito más de una.
Ajá. El oído y el tacto. Ahora estamos en el olfato. Y 2 cosas que hueles.
Okay.
So,
Mi perfume.
Ajá, perfume, huelo tortilla
La
patata.
tortilla de patata.
Que está ahí de España. Y la menta también.
La menta.
Y para probar el gusto, que es una cosa que
Las
pruebas.
almendras
Oh,
que me he
ya.
comido antes de venir.
Café. Muy bien.
Ok.
Y entonces lo que vamos a hacer es la respiración con el mano. Y entonces puedes hacer esto si tienes mucha preocupación o ansiedad, dicen,
O sea, ansiedad.
o estrés, y posiblemente tiene un examen o tiene una reunión o una conversación que no quieres tener o un programa de televisión.
Como este.
Cosas así.
Sí.
Entonces, cuando hay mucho estrés, puede calmarse usando esta técnica. Piensa en 5 cosas que ves, 4 cosas que oyes, 3 cosas que tocas, 2 cosas que hueles y 1 cosa que pruebas. Entonces, es más fácil de calmar su sistema nervioso. Ajá. Y entonces, también puede, con esta mano, puede inhalar y exhalar, ¿sí?
Ok.
So, inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Y si no tienes el papel, puede hacerlo, si no puede dormir o algo, puede hacerlo con sus propias manos.
Las manos.
Así. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Sí, así con la respiración.
Ayuda.
Ya,
Sí.
sí. Y es para calmar, tocan y calman. Y también se puede hacer en la forma de una estrella. So, inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Así. Y puede dibujarlo en su papel también o cualquier cosa. Se puede usar. Entonces, eso es muy fácil porque no tienes que tener muchas cosas. Siempre tienes tu mano y puede calmarse con esto. Sí.
Muy bien.
Muy bien. Y otra técnica que tenemos una cosa para probar aquí. Sin mirarlo, sin los ojos, vamos a ver qué hay adentro.
Ok.
No tienes miedo, no es nada
Me
horrible.
gusta cualquier cosa.
¿Puede tocarlo y luego comerlo? ¿Qué es esto?
Una patata frita.
Oh, una patata frita, una papa frita, sí. Y una cosa que huele, aquí tengo algo en el hogadón para que puede... ¿Qué piensa?
Huele como mucho alcohol, pero ya sé.
Sí, huele
Pero
como
es-
alcohol, pero es...
Peppermint.
Ya,
que es
menta.
Menta.
Pero, sí.
Pero, sí,
huele-
súper fuerte.
Sí, súper fuerte.
Además, como lo pones con el algodón.
Y una cosa para tocar sin mirar, estamos usando los otros sentidos porque normalmente usamos la vista mucho, ver muchas cosas. Estamos usando otro, puede quitarlo si quieres.
Un osito de peluche.
¡Ah! ¡Sí!
Qué mono.
¡Ah, qué bien! ¡Qué bien! Y para escuchar, no es una gran sorpresa. Parece como Legos, ¿no?
Piezas de Legos parecen. Bueno, yo diría las piezas
juguete.
de Lego.
Pero es una marraca estilo estos son del árbol.
Son de árbol.
Semillas del árbol.
Semillas de
secos.
árbol. Ah.
De-
¿Cómo
en
se
América
llama?
del Sur.
¿Sabes cómo se llama?
No exactamente. No. Y la vista, puede ver adentro y describir qué es.
Un azulejo. Muy bonito.
Ajá.
Es muy típico de España los azulejos también.
Usan en las calles para los
Sí.
nombres de la calle. Tengo
Ajá.
Pospisil aquí, mi apellido.
Muy
O
bonito.
también usan en las casas, en el baño o en el suelo.
Sí, en muchos sitios,
Ajá.
sí. Qué chulo.
Entonces, para eso puede descubrirlo con sus ojos, verlo con los ojos, descubrirlo sin decirlo a los demás.
los demás,
So,
claro.
es como un juego.
Ajá.
Entonces, una cosa más para una otra técnica para U de uso y B de valores es en mi familia usamos esta caja y aquí hay algunos, dicen conchas.
Conchas.
Conchas,
Sí. Conchas.
conchas, caracolitas, dicen en la República Dominicana. Y entonces tienen nombres en la familia, pero también tiene otras cosas. Aquí dice verano. So, verano.
¿Verano?
¿Qué le gusta de verano?
Pues del verano que vuelvo a España y tengo el tiempo de pasar con mis amigos, con mi familia, disfrutar del sol
Qué
y
bien.
de las vacaciones.
Ah, qué bien, excelente.
Sí.
Y también aquí recordando cosas, porque a veces en la familia cenamos juntos, pero lo que no vamos a hacer es discutir las cosas que valoramos tanto. Discutimos el tiempo, el clima o el día, pero eso es para sus sueños. Hay uno de los sueños, hay uno de, eso es las cosas de tristeza, que se siente un poquito mal hoy. ¿Qué pasó? Algo.
Sí.
Y hay uno que tiene los nombres de mis hijos, hicimos cuando eran pequeñitos. Y con esto pasamos y cada persona dice algo bueno de la persona. So yo voy a decir, Miriam, sí tengo. Miriam, gracias por estar aquí. Eres muy valiente de estar en el programa de televisión. Y siempre tienes sonrisa cuando te ves.
Sí,
cosas, y se siente mejor,
Sí,
¿no?
desde
Se siente
luego.
muy bien.
Está muy bien.
Es una manera en su familia de hablar y discutir las cosas que valoras.
Desde luego.
De usar su tiempo juntos para
Compartir.
las cosas que valoras.
Muy bien.
Tenemos muchas técnicas y hay más técnicas en otros programas de relajarse es la meta, de la A a la Z.
Muy bien.
¿Vas a usar alguno de esos?
Seguramente, sí. Seguramente. Me gusta el relajarse en realidad, pero con esto lo puedes utilizar en cualquier clase.
Cualquier clase.
Cualquier clase. Como, pues eso, para romper el hielo, para relajarse.
Para relajarse,
Sí.
para sentir, es algo diferente, porque no pueden usar su vista. Normalmente usamos los ojos para muchas cosas.
desde
Y
luego.
entonces, eso es muy bueno de usar los otros sentidos, no
Sí.
solo la vista.
Exacto, sí.
Sí.
Lo usaré.
Oh,
Ya
muy
verás,
bien,
claro que
muy
sí.
bien. Bueno, muchas gracias por estar aquí con nosotros en nuestro programa de Relajarse es la meta, de la A a la Z. Gracias, Miriam.
A ti, gracias.
Hasta luego.
Hasta luego.
Relax with me from A to Z. Attention, breath. Calm, discover details. Exhale, focus. Grateful, here. Inhale, joyful. Kind, light of love. Moments, notice now. Observe, peace. Quiet, relax. Sit in silence together. Use 5 senses, value. Wonderful world, extraordinary. You, zone. Relajarse es la meta de la A a la Z. Atención, boca. Calmado, calmado. Descubro detalles. Exhalo. Enfoco. Gracias, hay aquí. Inhalo. Jubiloso, jubilosa. Kind or amable. Luz de amor. Momentos. Nota niños. Observo paz. Quieto, quieta. Relajo. Siéntate en silencio. Todos juntos. Uso mis 5 sentidos. Valoro. Wonderful world. Mundo maravilloso. Extraordinario. Extraordinaria. Tú y yo. Zona.